Hey, what's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tour Reviews. Now, of course, we've heard of places like Temu, Harbor Freight, Alibaba. There's a number of places like that that offer really great deals on stuff, depending on how much you trust a lot of them. All three of those places, a lot of people that say they love them, a lot of people say that they hate them. I won't comment on those myself, but I will say there are some pretty interesting deals on Amazon, especially when you search from price low to high. So what I did was I just searched for the lowest priced deals right now on Amazon for tools. And that's pretty much all I searched for. Now, surprisingly, every single tool in this video is under $5, which is pretty cool. But I will say though, some of these tools that are super cheap, I'm pretty sure I've seen them elsewhere rebranded as different brands of tools. And of course, I'll try to call those out as I find them. So this first one, this is a Jinxie, I guess maybe Jinxie, how you say it. This is going to be one of those micro wire cutting pliers kind of thing. I believe Harbor Freight has this. I think I actually bought this one myself, but they're like 15 bucks at Harbor Freight. I think they're Quinn branded or Icon, one of the two. They got one of those brands on there. Super handy little pliers here for cutting really small, fine things. Zip ties, honestly, is probably the biggest thing I bought this thing for, to really get in there around wires, cut the zip tie, and of course not to worry about actually cutting that wire. But check this out, $4.27 right now. Pretty awesome deal here. This one is something I did not expect to see on here. And again, it's not a fantastic value, but it's under $5. And there's actually Milwaukee on here, which is kind of funny. I didn't expect to get any Milwaukee tools actually on here, but this is a PH1, not PH2, 5-pack here for $4. That's pretty cool. That's probably cheaper than you'd see at Home Depot anyways. And I don't know if this is an older, Shockwave bidders that are not here, but again, if you just need a couple, you don't go through a lot in a year, you don't want to spend 20 bucks, buying the whole pack. You just need PH1s. There you go, $4. You're actually getting Milwaukee Shockwaves as well, too. Pretty cool deal there. This one I kind of find hard to believe. I almost want to buy this thing and try this out. This is a 4.5 diamond. I don't know about that. Metal cutting diamond saw blade here. Of course, this is for cutting off, cut off wheel basically here. 7 1/8 inch arbor. Of course, it's for an angle grinder, and I don't know, $3.99. That's pretty cheap. That's a really good deal for this thing. This is not one of the abrasive cutoff wheels. This is going to be, kind of one of those that's, I don't know the exact thing they call these things. They're kind of designed to be more reusable than the abrasive ones, because they don't, blow apart as easy either too. But this thing's pretty interesting. It's only got one rating that I don't know if I believe or not, but $3.99. Interesting, a very interesting tool here, for a diamond cutoff wheel. All right, I've actually bought these before. I think I got them at Harbor Freight. They're right around the same price. But if you're like me and your nearest Harbor Freight is 35 minutes away, save yourself the hour-plus round-trip drive and just buy this on Amazon for $3.99 right now for the 2-pack. So that's like $2 each. And of course, these are handy to have. You don't want to pull out the grinder. You got to do a quick little, spot where you want to get some stuff off there with a metal grinding wheel using a drill or impact. Bam, there you go. That's your solution right there. $3.99, not a bad deal there. All right, a PVC pipe cutter, 2 ratings at 3-star, meaning probably one was a 5, one was a 1-star. But again, how do you have a bad pipe cutter though? I mean, that's just like, it's like a blade and a pair of pliers put together. That should be all it is. Even if this thing wasn't even sharp, you could probably sharpen it yourself, and $3.99 is not a bad deal for a pipe cutter, honestly. I've used a number of these. I've never really noticed a big difference. I mostly do PEX now. I don't do a lot of PVC, and PEX is super easy to cut. So if you're doing like what I'm doing, just PEX, maybe smaller PVC, smaller plastic hoses, there you go. $3.99, pretty sweet deal there, honestly. All right, these are something I actually do use quite a while, or quite a bit actually. But these are kind of interesting though. This is about the same price as the pack at Harbor Freight, but check this out. You get these little like detail brushes on the end. So, it's not great if you really want to like, hold on to the end really strong, but kind of cool though if you want to have, more than one brush size there. So that's pretty neat, honestly. And of course, they're just showing it to, home, garden. I don't know what that guy's actually from the garden, but workshop there. And of course, you got the steel, copper, and nylon. So that's pretty cool to have. And I like that detail brush in there. It's something else, than just the regular Harbor Freight one for the same price. Getting a bit more bang for your buck there, and that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on here. This one, this one is pretty interesting. When it comes to masonry bits, it's one of those things where you do get what you pay for. But I'm really curious how good a 3.99 masonry bit set is. It's 5 piece. I'm used to paying like $1 plus for masonry bits. So when you get kind of under that price point, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how long this will actually last. And it's got a 4.2 star out of 22 ratings too. So that's kind of wild. But it's 399. Like, if you got to make even like 5 holes, you're already ahead there. That's not bad. So that's pretty cool. Let's see the sizes here. Quarter inch to half inch, so 2/4 inch, 2 5/16, and then a half inch. So not bad. Again, though, I mean, I think this is the cheapest masonry bit set I can find on Amazon. That's 5 piece. I'm sure there's like a 3 or 2 piece that's even cheaper, but cheapest 5 piece I could possibly find, and that's pretty cool there. This one's pretty cool because I'm not a big fan of those motorized electric precision screwdrivers. I've done a few reviews on those, and they're kind of cool. I mean, if you're doing like 500 to 1,000 screws a day, yeah, that makes sense. But I do like these that are a bit more. They're not motorized. They're more precision. You got that. It's smaller. It's not like you're grabbing out of something that's like a full size drill kind of thing with those motorized ones. But 398 actually this one earlier. This one's actually a cent cheaper here. It's a 25 piece set. They're saying 25 in one, but they're saying it's a 25 pack. Does that mean they're pretty sure they're including the actual tool itself in addition to the bits, so that'd be a 25 piece total there. I don't know what premium S2 steel means exactly, but 398, it's prime too. That really beats any of the precision. There's a Pittsburgh, I don't know the exact name of it, but there's a Pittsburgh precision kit out there too. I think it's like $10. So if you just need a couple of bits there you go. That's pretty cool for under 2 cents, under $4. There you go. This is something I'm not a fan of, but I include it anyways because I know a few people do like these. I absolutely hate these little bit extensions here. Not a fan of these things at all. If I get these in a kit, I am taking it right out of the box and I throw it right away. I don't even care. I don't like these, but some people do, so I'm including it anyways. $3.49. It's currently half off, and it's a 2-pack, right? It says 2 here, and then it shows 2, but it's not saying like 2-pack, like obviously anywhere. But again, it's a 4-star, 60 ratings, and I mean, how can you go wrong at $3.49? So that's pretty cool there. If you like these, there you go. Grab an extra 2-pack of these, throw one in your truck, throw one in the garage, and kind of lose it in the tool chest again. But there you go. For well under $4, that's a pretty sweet deal. All right, we've got a 5-pack of the extractor screw set here. If you've ever used these, I did a review on the one at Home Depot that was on like $15 or so. I thought it was honestly terrible. Some people rave about these. It depends on the type of screw you're using. If you're using a nice, I believe it's a softer screw, they actually work really well. If you're using just like regular screws that are a bit harder, and I dare to say drywall screws, that's what I tested it on, and it did not work. Some people love these, depending on the type of screw you've got. Some people just hate them. But if you don't want to spend the $15 and kind of get the exact same thing, $3.29, there you go. And honestly, pretty simple there. Kind of cool. And it's a 5-pack too. And honestly, these things are hit or miss. If you guys have used these, let me in the comments below. I'm really curious to see. Some people say I did it wrong. I tried it a bunch of different ways, tried a bunch of different stuff. And I just don't know what to say about these things. They kind of either work or they don't, unfortunately. All right, 6-piece screwdriver set. I remember seeing these. My dad had like 60 of these laying around in his screwdriver drawer when I was growing up, and I'm always like, what are these for exactly? And they're designed to have like one finger on top, so you got that kind of be able to hold it, and you can use your other 2 fingers to make some, when you actually use that little tool, it's really precise. Then you're not supposed to put a ton of weight down on these screwdrivers. They're just very, very simple to use, and of course they've got a pretty innovative design to them. But again, they're not worth paying, $10-20 for when you can pick them up on Amazon for $2.99. Pretty cool just how cheap these are. 1 4-star rating. So not bad there. And of course, if you just need a couple of these, you need them for like one little project, you can't beat that price at $2.99. All right, so the cheapest item I found here, and ironically, I kind of almost want to attempt doing my own window tint as well too, which is I don't know how I'm going to do on that, but here you go, $1.99. This isn't for like one tool. This is for the whole 10-piece like set here. This includes, of course, an X-Acto knife, some type of like spreader tool here. I believe this is like a cut tool. You've of course got a couple other tools here, like a little squeegee. I mean, hey, give it a shot. If the tools are under $2 for what you need there, that's not a bad deal, honestly. That's pretty sweet. So this is one of those tools where I'm like, I almost want to just try this thing and pick up some window tint and see how bad I can do an installation of window tint for. I'm not really good with like putting on like vinyl or graphics or anything. I always kind of mess up even putting on just a little decal on my truck. Which is why I don't put those on anymore, because I can never get those exactly right. But $1.99, if you want to give it a shot yourself, under $2, that's pretty cool. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. That's some of the best deals on under $5 tools on Amazon that I've seen. Honestly, some pretty useful stuff here too. And you got to also take into account that you're not driving anywhere to get this stuff. That's why I always compare deals in store to deals on Amazon. You got to count your time and, of course, gas to get somewhere to get that item. So I always take that into account, and of course, that makes these deals really, really cool. I'm not saying there's not good deals on places like Harbor Freight, but again, Harbor Freight has not really embraced, shipping yet. So of course, that's where Amazon's trying to get, a couple hits at Harbor Freight. But again, though, there's some great deals at Harbor Freight too, and there's a lot of great stuff there as well. But guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of some cheaper tools here? If you're using these tools in the video, let me know, and stay safe out there, guys. Have a great day, and take care.